the same ad hominem attacks, Donald Trump would say to me if I was talking to him in a debate.
You are right.
Spineless. You would hide your zombie bite if you were in a zombie apocalypse, etc. And what I noticed is when Hassan fans were mad at me, they co-opted the same exact language that the group of people who they hate, right?
Yep.
Maybe like some
Yep.
right wing grifters, whatever, slop tubers, whatever. Use they use the same, like, bar for bar. They use the zombie comment.
They do.
And so I realized then that, like, oh wow, it's actually just basically online bullying to try to get me to join
Their side.
like either the side of defending or the side of attacking.
Fucking exactly. That is exactly 100% it was. Yep.
Like, there's no.
Finally noticing the habit. Yeah, people are finally noticing this, which is like, thank God. Pretty much, I think I always knew this, been brave enough to actually stand up for himself. Yeah, they're unhinged and dogpile you if you don't follow them. He's a tanky. That's what authoritarian pretends to do. Average Hassan fan. Yeah, obviously, right. And let's see here. What's the trend of saying guy said it's Ludwig? I don't know. And he's figuring this out now is unbelievable. Well, I don't think he's had it happen to him, right? And that's the problem, is that what these people don't understand is that there is a group on the internet that will just simply make up lies about you, attack you, and bring up every single personal thing that you've ever done wrong, lie about things that you haven't even done wrong in order to destroy your reputation, in order to make themselves look good, right? That's what it is. And I think that, again, now people work is to poop no more. There it is. And finally, we have more people calling this out for what it is. Because for a long time, it was just people like me. It was just me and a handful of other people, and nobody was taking it seriously because nobody was thinking about it. But now it's going to happen more and more and more. And I think that after people see what a toxic, unpleasant, obnoxious atmosphere that these people create, it's going to completely remove everybody from supporting them. Nobody is going to support these people after this. And I think that is an amazing thing. I am so happy that's happening. So it's like the bubble's popping. Yes, the bubble that these people live in is popping. Nobody cares about their lies. Nobody cares about their misrepresentations. Nobody cares about these people at all. Nobody likes them. They don't even like themselves. And I think that's an amazing thing. And so finally, does this happen with dream stands? Yeah, it kind of. I mean, I think this is a very different thing, but it is similar to that, right? It is definitely similar to this. So yeah, and the condition coming from you, yeah. I mean, did Hassan condition his fan base to be like this, or are they just doing this on their own? I think that Hassan being attached to this is really kind of a. I think it's a bit of a misdirection, because these people exist organically on the internet. Like, it's not like Hassan spawned these people in. I think that Hassan is definitely a rallying point that they have, but if Hassan stopped streaming tomorrow, these people would still continue to exist. And that's the real problem. And it's a multiplier. Yeah, exactly. They existed. He cultivated them in his audience. Yeah. And you could say that also. I mean, people could say that about me in a way, but I do think that definitely that extremely like violent virtue signal, hyper aggressive, lie, defame, attack, and do all this stuff. That's why I've started being more offensive towards people on Twitter. I've been more aggressive towards them, because I think that as people push back against this type of narrative and this type of culture, it will go away over time. It will eventually go away, because they will look worse. And a lot of these people, you have to understand that be more aggressive. Oh, I am. I will continue to do that more and more, because a lot of these people operate off of feelings and consensus. So as soon as they realize that, this is hurting their feelings or they're against the consensus, they'll just simply stop doing it. And I think that's really the best way to show these people that they're not the majority, is when you see comments like this, just shit on them. And I don't mean like be rude or harass them, but just tell them they're wrong and they're fucking morons. Like, and I think that's the main way to handle it, and support other people that do the same thing. Because fundamentally, this is a very small, completely alienated, isolated, marginalized group of freaks that are sitting on social media trying to micromanage and police the entire internet to behave according to their completely myopic morality. And I don't think that we should put up with it anymore. It's fucking annoying. I'm sick of hearing about people that have more flags in their bio than you have world buffs to do a classic WoW raid, and with more mental disorders than a fucking insane asylum patient. Tell me what's normal. I don't want to hear this anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. It's obnoxious, and I think people should put it into it. That's it. They only react to power? Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm very glad to see Ludwig standing up to this, and I think that more creators will start to do it too as this group becomes so radical. And metaphors, yeah, well, I try to, right? And any update on the AI art post? Well, I'll see what the person responded with, and did I want to look at something? There's apparently, I'm assuming this video is about, this is the, yeah. This is what I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty big one I want to talk about too, because it's been an issue. This is a good video. Yeah. Like, let me go back. I'll see if I can find if this person did respond or not though. And where is it? I was upset. Is there any? No, the person did not respond. And they did not respond at all. Why am I surprised? Why am I not surprised? Is being too nice? Yeah, AI makes the original artist obsolete. Asma just wrote it for a second time. Yeah, that's it. And what a shocking improvement. I guess so. Is he schizoed out? Well, I don't know if they schizoed out or not.
wasting time. Love this. Love this. Get in. Another win. 3 for 3. Great away win. A very gritty performance. It's what you want in the championship. Yeah. Right, guys, that is going to be me, though. I am going to head off. I'm going to go and chill for a bit before I go to bed for work tomorrow. Who do you want to go raid? Damo is now live. He was in here a little while ago. So we're going to go show him some love. So get yourselves over there. I will see you all very soon, guys. I don't know when I'm going to be live next. But yeah, keep an eye out for notifications and shit, and we will be live soon. Have a very good evening, guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Love you all. See you later, Ant.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Anyway, the mic is dusty. I gotta get a new one. It's nasty, right? Anyway, I apologize. We're back at it, back in it. Let's get to it.
In these videos was dedicated to Nakameguro, a trendy district that's historically one of Tokyo's most artistic neighborhoods. And with a recent history of graffiti, both artistic and just tagging, where people just spray paint their name. A few years ago, I think it was 2019, there was quite a lot of graffiti, and the local schools got together to paint over it, then the graffiti came back.
Is okay, but this is also an example that's in Japanese, and so you can't really compare that to an English video, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. I think what he's saying fundamentally is true.
Media attempting to present news in an objective manner in 2025. And so at this point you might be thinking, okay, right, so what's happened to Japan?
Is Japan cooked?
Lean in. Come closer. Come over.
Okay.
That was it. That was literally it. In a country of 120 million people, they were all cooked because of some bin bags.
It's over?
In a red light district and some spray paint on a wall down 6 or 7 streets in the capital city. And while the YouTube video was 15 long, stupid minutes I'll never get back, it was the short form content that really concerned me.
Damn.
We live in a scary time when more people now than ever before learn things about countries and cultures from 30 to 60-second videos without context, and where the more sensationalist the videos are, the more you will be rewarded for it.
Yeah,
people are angry, both in Japan and around the world at the moment. And this video, or these videos, seem to be exceptional rage bait that made a lot of people angry. Without any exposition on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, they showed a series of awful images in a densely populated area. And if you look at the comments...
It's collapsing. Graffiti, writing on the walls, American athlete. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like I do think that, and this is going to be a big read, and I know people are going to disagree with this, but I think that if you're going to be honest, you have to see where I'm coming from. I think a lot of this does absolutely have a racial connotation. There is a racial connotation to this. And again, I think every country, no country has an obligation to bring in every race of every person. However, there is absolutely a racial connotation to it as well, and they are playing into it.
Sections, particularly on those shorts, you will see the most vile, hateful, angry
is that what they're
comments
calling
that you can find. A creator isn't responsible for what people...
Yeah, and you can see here again, cultural enrichment, graffiti, foreigners, immigrants, globalization. I think that, again, these are primarily Westerners that are unhappy about this happening in their country, and they're seeing what they perceive to it be happening. Like, for example... Like, oh, and it makes sense, right? Because like you have a lot of Westerners that, you know, they have their country that's being overrun by migrants in Europe, let's say, and they hate this. And then they're seeing it happen to Japan too. And they're like, well, fuck, this shouldn't be happening to you guys either because this is happening to us. But the problem is that the information that they're getting fed is curated in a way that's misleading in order to make them more angry. You see kind of what I'm saying here? You do the same shit? Well, I've actually been pretty. My policy with this is I don't know. Like I feel like I've been pretty simple with the way that I look at it. I'm super simple with it. I wouldn't let any of it in. Period. Done. Nope. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Of course. That's my viewpoint.
On their content, but subtle choices, the way the images and clips are cut and edited together with the message that goes with it can have a very powerful effect. As somebody who's edited over 300 videos, I'm more aware of that than anyone. The most unsettling thing is it's never been easier to monetize sensationalist slop content. And if you do it, you'll be richly rewarded for it. Case in point, this video, the creator pointed out, made $1,500.
That's it?
Is a seriously impressive amount of money for going around filming some bin bags and some spray paint in a video that would have taken a matter of hours to record. And this is one of the things that worries me the most, the monetization of slop sensationalist content. That's one thing
I don't think that's really anything new, unfortunately. I think that the mainstream media has been doing this for years, and sensationalizing media is obviously it's going to be more entertaining, it's going to be more interesting, because it's going to get more people to watch, right? That's why anything that happens, it's always dialed up a little bit more to media, because the media can use that in order to push some sort of agenda to get people scared, and that way they keep watching the news again. There's always these different techniques that they use in order to effectively control your emotions and your mind. Why does it matter if she's portraying Japan intentionally in a bad way? People can just dislike the video. Well, nobody's saying that she's not allowed to post a video. I don't think he's saying she shouldn't be allowed to post it. I think that it's just a criticism of misrepresenting things. I think that we can all collectively come together and say that misrepresenting things is a bad idea. That's all there is to it. It's not like take Japan out of the context, take immigrants out of the context. When you're misrepresenting things, it's a bad idea. It's not even misrepresenting, it's straight up lying. Yeah, and I'm not talking about like, you know, we've made AI thumbnails of like somebody crying or something like that. You could say, oh, that's too much. Like personally, I don't really care about that. Other people do, that's up to them. But I try not to misrepresent things in the video intentionally.
Discuss a little bit later on. It's at this point I thought, look, just don't say anything. Bite your tongue, move on. But when I saw millions upon millions of views, people angry, a current backdrop of sensationalist slop content taking over, and a rise in anti-foreign sentiment here in Japan, I snapped. I had to say something. I chose to bring attention to it publicly. And I quickly received 2 replies. The first was from a guy who posted a photo of some graffiti he saw in 1993, pointing out graffiti has always been around in Tokyo. And the
it's
other
the same thing. I mean, like, same thing here in Austin.
Comment was from the content creator herself, who told me to take it down. This was now a creator on creator matter, and they were just a humble creator with a GoPro.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You sitting around there talking shit, starting trouble, making videos, fucking photoshopping in a thumbnail to make it look worse. You're sitting around trying to tell him not to criticize you. What do you mean? You stepped into the arena. You are in the public space. Welcome to the fucking show. Quit being a bitch. That's the way it goes. You want to go and cry about it. It leads to creator on creator harassment. Oh no, I'm being harassed. No, you're not. You're being reminded that you're a fucking liar. People are trying to help you. Get the fuck out. What a joke. Any criticism is harassment. Yeah, bro, get the fuck out of here. What a joke.
Somehow conveniently forgetting they were one of...
and thank you. And he even says right here, if you're not willing to have your public opinions scrutinized, then don't bother making them publicly for cheap views. You're entitled to your opinion as I am to mine. Exactly, yeah. You just can't stand the heat? Get out of the kitchen. That's the way it goes.
The biggest foreign content creators in Japan. Now, I think if you are a large content creator, both literally and metaphorically, you should be willing to accept a degree of scrutiny. I know I do. Every time I release a video, people attack me for various things. And if I see something that I believe misconstrues reality, then I'm going to call it out as well. Impressively, no less than 6 hours later, she'd shot, edited, and released an entire video about what she...
Japan's gatekeeper problem.
Called an attack, calling me a gatekeeper. I was accused of painting Japan as a utopia. I was accused of
But the only person who painted was the one that you were... She's the one painting. She put an extra graffiti up.
Her from my friendship group, somebody I've never met, never spoken to. I was accused of being grumpy, maybe because her viewers had claimed that she was
wow, you're like a female Chris Broad, except for prettier and less grumpy. You simp. You sad little simp. Yeah, oh God. And then you know what the worst part is? The fact that she's feeding them. She's feeding them with the little likes. Oh, I liked your pic. Oh, ooh, you're a good boy. God damn it, man.
Attractive than me, less grumpy. And no, I'm not making this up. This is actually a real video. And finally, I was called the C word, just to add the cherry on
What's
top.
The C word?
It is, ironically, one of the most bizarre, personal, rambling attacks that I've ever had. And I think it is really pointless. It degrades any sort of debate or conversation.
Please don't waste your time watching this. A cunt? I mean, that's not even a big deal, right?
And it's the least important thing that I want to talk about today. And for some clarity, I really don't dislike this person. I dislike their content, not just this video, but some other videos, which I'll discuss. I know I can be sarcastic and silly, but I'm genuinely not a malicious person.
Isn't that crazy that you can just disagree with somebody's opinion and the way that they presented something rather than immediately hating them and wanting them to die in real life? I wish that more normal people felt this way. Like I really do. It's so unnecessary.
Wish her well. And I ask you, if you disagree with her, if you disagree with me, that you always comment in a respectful manner and don't share any hatred online. There's already enough of that going around. And I'm making this video for 2 reasons. Number one, there are much bigger issues in play here around content creation, around Japan, and I want to discuss those. And second of all, some people see it as me bullying another creator because they don't.
This is a hose mad situation. Someone's running wild, telling lies, talking shit, making things up. They get called out for it, and now they're getting bullied. You're not getting bullied, you're getting corrected. The idea that larger creators shouldn't be able to criticize smaller creators is a narrative that's created by smaller creators in order to guilt trip larger creators to not criticize them. There's no logic or rationality in this at all, and it shouldn't be taken seriously in any way. It's just stupid.
I don't understand why I would bring this up. And honestly, I don't do this sort of thing lightly. The only time I think I've ever called out a creator was Mr. Beast last year when he partnered with Logan Paul, a man who did awful things in Japan, which I had to discuss publicly on Japanese national television. I didn't enjoy making that video or the attention or scrutiny it brought me. I hate myself sometimes, that I can't keep my mouth shut on certain things. But when you feel something is profoundly wrong in here, you have to talk about it. I've held my tongue previously on other content that this creator has produced. A few years ago, a friend showed me a clip of a video in which the same person walked through an economically deprived part of Tokyo filming homeless people.
Oh my gosh, this is a rough area.
Treat them like a zoo. Oh, they do this in India too. People don't talk about that. Is that people go to India and they go to the worst places in India and they're like, wow, here I am in India. It's super bad. And it creates a culturally distorted narrative that is degrading to that group of people, and I don't think it's a good thing. I don't like it. It's weird.
The guise of showing the real Japan, filming the most vulnerable people in society and posting it online. Like, I've had Japanese friends tell me this sort of stuff makes them feel uncomfortable.
It's
Beyond
weird.
that, it sort of portrays Japan as this magical place where there's a barrier between us, where if you speak Japanese, they will bounce around, they will scream and shout, it will cure depression. As if the...
This is what I think is just like, this is one of the big issues that I hope the internet would solve, and I think it has in a lot of ways, is that now that we have like an international online community, you can have a conversation with a guy that's like in Japan or a guy that's like in Germany or South Africa or I don't know, like fucking Dubai. And you can just talk about things. It's not a big deal. And you can realize like, okay, yeah, these guys are a lot like you, right? In many cases, like not all cases, but you know, there's things that are similar. But like this weird like regression that we're having to this like normie lowest common denominator treating foreigners like Pokemon situation, it's just not necessary. It's really not necessary. It's weird. And I don't know, like, it's just weird. Logan Paul did that. Well, he dressed up like a Pokemon, didn't he? Yeah. And also people are very mad at him for that. It was bad that he did that. And so like, obviously, right? This is happening because of the new prime minister? Well, no. I mean, this has been something that's going on. This is a 2-year ago video, right?
Entire country is one big social experiment waiting to be exploited. And I worry in an era of nuisance content creators coming to Japan doing things that are unspeakably bad. They might see this sort of content and go, wow, you get $1,500 for that. Maybe start...
This is a huge problem in multiple countries. I think that South Korea is having the same issue as well. I think that Japan has this issue, and it's more specific, because I think that America in general, especially young Americans, millennials, and Gen Z, and probably also Gen X Americans, have I think in general, like a cultural sympathy towards Japan, because a lot of us grew up with Japanese anime, Japanese cartoons, maybe Japanese video games, right? And so we've kind of seen an idealized version of Japan. And so when you have people go over there and destroy what seems like a very nice culture that a lot of people in America would say like, oh, I wish America was more like this. You know, it seems like you're effectively going into a, you know, like a church and knocking things over, right? Like, obviously this is a metaphor, it's not direct, but that's effectively the feeling that people get from it. And I think that's the real problem that a lot of people have with this, is the fact that it just continues to, it's like, it's parasitic travel content that turns people into content in a way that is not disgusting, but it's degrading, I think, in a lot of ways. high trust societies must be protected. Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, you can see how other people do this maliciously also.
Wave cameras around in the faces of homeless people, potentially leading to even more nuisance content. And when the cost of making such content is nothing, but the profits are extraordinary, the only real thing stopping you from doing that is morals. And as we've seen time and again with streamers in Japan, morals are often in short supply. And coupled with the fact
it's because they're not going to get checked. Japan, it seems like to me, is a very polite and very nice society, and it's a homogenous, high-trust society. And so people can go to Japan and act a fool, and Japanese aren't really ready for that. Like, they never do this in Dubai. They never do this in China. They never do it in Russia. Why is that? Everybody knows why. They do it in Japan because they can get away with it.
There's rising anti-foreign sentiment in Japan.
That's it.
It makes me concerned and uncomfortable. So what are the real issues facing Japan? What is happening to Japan? In the last few weeks, I've been traveling around the country, filming videos. I've been to Sendai, Nagano, Nagoya, Gifu, Okinawa, and spending time with the locals out there, talking with them, hearing their concerns.
This is the kind of shit I was saying. Like, I thought it was like really all, but I didn't know Japan had so much of this like kind of rural type area. I had no idea about this.
I can assure you, none of them care about a fucking bin bag in Shinjuku or some spray paint on a wall in Nakameguro. The two most notable things are depopulation and a cost of living crisis. And funnily enough, while this stuff was happening, I was on an island, Okinawa, interviewing the locals on how depopulation has affected their island. Where once there were hundreds of people, today there are 50. This is obviously affected island life. Quite honestly, I would much rather be editing that video than talking about this. But it will take me weeks to edit that video and do the island story justice.
And also note, anti-foreigners mainly means anti-third world foreigners, to be honest. Yeah, obviously. I mean, and I think that there's very clearly like a big distinction between people that are coming from cultures that are like more homogenous and closer to yours. Like, for example, like a person who is from Germany could probably come to America and have less friction than maybe a person who's coming from, I don't know, Afghanistan, let's say, because the cultures are more connected, right? There's like more there's a shared language, at least with a lot of Germans that can speak English, etc. Right? Canada and America, there's going to be a closer connection there than Canada and Argentina, obviously.
This takes me to the real crux of the matter, the thing that I'm doing. In the same time that I take to produce this video, I could go out and film 50 of these videos. Make a lot more money with a lot less effort. It is increasingly hard to compete when you're producing videos to a higher standard and you have to fact check everything. The creator of this video claims it took 50 hours to produce this video. Because I find to be quite frankly baffling. Not sure when the 50 hours were. And you might think, oh, you must sound kind of jealous. Maybe she's right. Honestly, far from it. I could go out and make this content in one afternoon in total. What I'm saying is social media platforms don't care. They don't reward accuracy. They don't reward nuance or objective reason.
I think that they do over time. And I think that people who make misrepresented content and make bad content will fail over time. Like, it doesn't happen immediately, but it will happen in general. Like, there have been content creators that damage their credibility, and they do it bit by bit, and before you know it, nobody cares about them anymore. It self-corrects. So doing stuff like that is a lot like doing steroids. You're going to get a lot of immediate results, and you're going to be stronger, and you're going to get what you want, but there might be long-term side effects to it that will make you look bad or be embarrassing in a longer-term period, right? And I think that's kind of what happens with a lot of this content, is that whenever you're making extremely toxic, highly, opportunistic content like this, eventually, and here's another issue, is that you attract an audience of people who only wants that. So you always have to up the ante. It always has to be more extreme. It always has to be more damaging. And I'm not even saying that there aren't problems in Japan. I think that there are in a lot of cases. I'm sure there are. And, maybe there are issues with foreigners that are there, other applies to foreigners. Absolutely. But fundamentally, if you make a career out of misrepresenting things and looking to just simply make up bullshit to start drama, eventually people will stop taking you seriously. And I think that every drama content creator runs into that problem. And that's one of the reasons why, like, for me personally, I've always So I understand his frustration, and I think the frustration is very well placed. But, you know, one thing that I would say that he can assure himself of is that in a long enough timeline, these people will be removed from the ecosystem of content creation through the natural selection of people just simply choosing not to watch content that is misrepresentative. That's what will happen.
They reward clicks, they reward attention, they reward sensationalism. Journalistic integrity really doesn't count for much online, to an almost dystopian degree. Some criticisms leveled at me is that
this is one of the big problems too, is that, and this is an issue that happens inside of mainstream media as well. And so this is one of the reasons why a lot of YouTubers and smaller content creators, like independent content creators, don't really get criticized for this. It's because mainstream media doesn't set a good example of this either. When you have mainstream media putting like a fucking Nurgle filter on Joe Rogan when he's talking about taking ivermectin for COVID, it's pretty hard to criticize Mr. Beast for doing a video with Logan Paul. You see kind of what I'm saying here? Because you have like these national, like international corporations doing this, and it's like, okay, well, if they're doing it, why are you getting mad at like some influencer doing it? And so really it's a problem that like mainstream media allows and alternative media imitates.
They make sensationalist content that I only show the nice side of Japan, the squeaky clean, rose-tinted spectacle version of the country. And to that I would say there's a big difference between sensationalist content and clickbait titles and thumbnails. I hate having to
Why
pull
the fuck would somebody want to make content in a shithole? Really? Why would you want to go down to the worst area in the town and show how, oh yeah, look at this, everything's bad?
Face. I hate my thumbnails and titles, but it is simply a matter of survival on an increasingly crowded platform that doesn't share your content unless it has a high click-through rate. And I try to make up for the stupid faces and titles by delivering content that does the subject matter justice. And the claim that I show only the over-romanticized utopian version of Japan is simply ridiculous. Does this look romanticized?
No.
Is this a utopia? Does that look romanticized?
It's nice.
Is this a utopia?
It's my backyard.
But do I walk through economically deprived parts of Tokyo and Osaka filming homeless people?
Well, I think it's the gawking at them, and then it's also the spectrum, right? It's like if the only time that you're going over there and making content is to make content in the poorest areas to make it look like it's as bad as possible, I think that you're very clearly misrepresenting it. Like, I don't think anybody would have a problem if he or anybody did a video in this area once, but whenever this is the method of making content that you have, then I think it becomes very different.
No, I don't. And I'm sorry if that is the only definition of showing the dark side of Japan that you have. I cover the matters that I genuinely believe are affecting Japan the most. And in fact, I've been speaking with the homeless shelter about doing a documentary, but it's a serious topic, and these are people's lives, and I need to tackle that carefully. If you want to watch something about Japan's homeless population, Life Where I'm From has made a fantastic documentary series on the subject. I would urge you to go and watch them. I will say, I've felt sort of disheartened this year in general about so many things, about the state of the world, and this is sort of to the side of this issue.
The world is going crazy. Everybody is retarded. Nobody knows anything anymore. AI thinks for you. AI creates for you. Everybody wants to live off of the government and do nothing. People are getting fat. They're attracted exclusively to animals that aren't even real. You have more people that are simping over Pokemon than people. The people that they are simping on are OnlyFans girls that they're replying to, but it's actually an Indian man that they've contracted out to rate their dick pictures. And these guys are sex chatting to an Indian man who's telling them that their dick is big. It's just, and then they're donating to streamers, trying to get $5 for attention, and then as soon as it happens, their heart rate goes up by 50 points. It's just really, it's really bad. It really is bad, and I think that this has always been my perspective on it, right? Unless you are in it for the love of the game, you will end up becoming discouraged, unhappy, dissatisfied, or frustrated with the results that you're getting eventually. It doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or anything like that, but you have to actually like what you're doing. And so that's really the issue. And I'm not saying he doesn't do that. I'm not implying that, or I'm saying that it has nothing to do with that. But what I am saying is that, are you serious about the OnlyFans girls from India? Is it more of a theory? No, it's real. And it's real. So that's the main issue that I think happens, is that, like, it's like, to me, I am very much a kind of an accelerationist. If things are bad, okay, well, let's see how bad they're gonna get. This will be entertaining. Let's watch this, right? We'll ride the bomb all the way to the fucking ground. But I can see a lot of other people that don't have my, I think, generally, like, just fucking nihilistic attitude to everything, that are very demoralized and they're very frustrated about it. And I can understand that. I can. And it makes a lot of sense. It does.
As you may know, I've been living here over a decade now, about 13 years, and I've been extremely lucky to be here. And I've always tried to show Japan in a fair and balanced way, particularly more rural areas that I love, which I've been lucky to call home. And more I'm seeing comments and discourse online that I'm just a foreign guy living in Japan. I don't understand the culture. I'm a foreign guy exploiting Japan. And I've had that claim thrown at me more in the last 12 months than in the last 12 years combined.
But you know why. You know why? It's because of people like Johnny Somali. It's because of the rising migration that's happening in Europe and America, and the xenophobia that's creating because of the lack of assimilation and governmental cultural controls and other ways for them to moderate it. There's like a lack of enforcement of legal consistency. Like, and really, what the point is that all of the reasons why this is happening have nothing to do with him. And it's one of these situations where, in a lot of cases, like, for example, like on Twitch, a lot of people's viewership on Twitch has categorically gone down. If you look at most people at the beginning of this year versus now, their viewership is lower than what it was. That is a website-wide issue that has happened to everybody. Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes that's just simply the way things are going right now. And there's going to be good times and bad times, just like everything else. Because bots removed? No, it's not that simple. They've changed the way that, like, yes, they have done some measures to get rid of botting, but I can think of a few streamers that prove that botting still exists. So yeah, it's that simple.
To the point, it has sort of sucked the energy out of me a bit and made me wonder, what am I doing? Does what I do matter anymore? No matter how many documentaries I make, no matter what I shine a spotlight on, no matter who I meet, what I do, just a foreign guy exploiting Japan. And I felt lost about.
That's the way a lot of people are going to think about it. And the reason they're going to think about it has nothing to do with you. That's it.
What am I doing here? I was far happier as a smaller creator without the burden of expectations, without people overanalyzing everything I said or did.
Well, that's the problem, is that, like, he exists inside of a larger ecosystem of other creators and of a global cultural. I think that there has become a much larger awareness of cultural identity. And I think that awareness is being applied in pretty much every single circumstance. You're talking about people like in America that are like, okay, well, these people aren't American, these people are American. Obviously, Europe is having its own problems. And I think that that's really one of the big reasons why it's happening.
Frankly, the only thing that keeps me doing this is knowing I'm very lucky to have an amazing audience of people.
Just do what you want to do, yeah.
I know you're not just numbers on a view count, you're actually real people. I'm very grateful I've got to meet so many of you. I sort of need to know, if you're watching, I'm not going mad here. If there's one thing to take away...
So ominous. Dude, it's just because there's retards that go to Japan and film IRL videos that people hate. Like, that's really it. There's not, I mean, really, in some cases it is, in some cases it isn't. But in a lot of cases, it's not that deep. It's just really, really annoying people like Johnny Somali and Atoli. No, I keep fucking getting that wrong. It's not Atoli. Atoli is the cool one. The dumb one, Vitali. Vitali going and causing problems in other countries. And I don't know, it sounds the same. But the point is that, yeah, that's the reason why people are mad about it. And they're mad about this happening in the U.S. also. You've got to remember is that in the United States, one of those like prank content creators was annoying somebody at a mall, and the person that they were annoying shot them with a gun. All of the comments, nobody cared. Actually, they did care. They were glad. They said, that's what you get. Shouldn't have been doing it.
In this video, it's to remember on the road ahead, whatever the algorithm throws at you, it's never been more important to call out things that are fundamentally wrong.
Yeah.
What you choose to click on has honestly never mattered.
His rule to self-defense as well. W. Absolute fucking W. And I bet he didn't do that shit again, did he?
Unfortunately, much of the time, you don't get a choice on what you click on some of the short form content.
Yeah, sure.
We can look at the awful things that are curated for us on screen and accept that as reality, or we can go out into the world and make sense of it for ourselves. We must remember the bigger picture, because if we don't, I think bad things are going to happen beyond this. I don't want to be negative.
The guy actually didn't stop, he did? Yeah, I don't know.
But I have to speak my mind, otherwise what's the point of it all? And
Yeah,
the good
that's my
news is I'm
outlook on
looking forward to getting back to many wonderful videos that I've shot in the last few days on an island, Natsuki, rummaging through a forest. There's lots of great things to come, so thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I can see why he's upset and frustrated too, because you've got an entire community of people that are, you know, basically they've poisoned the well for content creators like him to go and live respectfully in other cultures. And I even see this criticism leveraged at PewDiePie as well, is that people will just shit on them because they're not Japanese people, right? They're not ethnically Japanese. And I think anybody can obviously see that, but at the same time, there's a spectrum to this, right? And I think the problem is that what's happened is that the intentional obfuscation and misunderstanding that's happened, there's an odd racist wave against Japan lately. Yeah, but there's a lot of other reasons for that too, right? Logan Paul started it with the Suicide Forest video. Yeah, I think Logan Paul definitely did start a lot of it, but I think that was like a general negative for him. But I think what really started it is the fact that people started watching this content. And the issue is that like teenage boys like content that is mischievous, right? They like, you know, like when I was a teenager, I watched bum fights. Like I think a lot of us probably watch stuff that is like inappropriate behavior in public spaces that is annoying. Stuff like Jackass even, sometimes you would have some of that happen. And just in a very general sense, that's how things go. And yeah, punk generation, yeah, definitely. You download the YouTube downvote viewer. I don't really care about that. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I mean, I totally support him. And I feel really bad that it's happening to somebody who I think is relatively authentic. Like abroad in Japan, I've watched a number of his videos before. And, you know, I think he's a good guy. And in general, it's just, it's frustrating to see stuff like this happen. And I think also it's just, all it's done is contribute to more and more xenophobia. It's contributed to more and more isolationism. And I think it's really just done so in a way that's been the most cynical way possible, right? And it's awful. Yeah, I enjoy his videos as well. Yeah, and this is like a big issue that I had. And like I realized this with my original WoW channel, is that I had to make videos that I liked making, because if I couldn't do that, like, and here's another thing too, and this is like a super, super first world problem, but what happens whenever you make so much money that you don't have to make money anymore? Think about that. What happens whenever you get to that point? Why would you continue? Why would you do that? Why would you keep making videos? Why would you do anything? If you don't like what you're doing, that's why you see a lot of streamers, after they've been popular for a while, just flop out. They stop putting in effort, they stop trying, they stop showing up daily, they stream much more spontaneously, they don't care about keeping up with trends, they lose their passion, they get lazy, and they get fat! And that's what happens. Why do something that you hate? Exactly. And so, I already don't make money, keep gaming. Yeah, I guess so, right? And so the true passion's got to be the game, exactly. And you have some guys that are still doing it for the love of the game, right? You have some people, but like a lot of streamers out there, I think a lot of them do phone it in because they've already made so much money that they don't need to worry about making money anymore. So, like, and that's like a super, super big problem. But I think for a lot of other people, whenever their channel starts to see a decline, they also lose motivation. And this is something that I always respect about creators. Like, the people that are like, there are people that I disagree with a lot, but I still respect their tenacity, right? Like, for example, like I think Hassan's a great example of this. Hassan has had a lot of downturns, especially recently he's had a lot of downturns. I respect his tenacity to keep going. It doesn't matter, like how bad it is. Even Destiny, I respect that. You keep going no matter what. I genuinely do respect it. Like, same with, anybody else, right? Imaru, like, after all the other bad stuff that happens. Like, and that's... I have no respect for the no, I'm not talking about him as a person. I'm talking about this behavior that he's doing. Understanding try to stop thinking emotionally. And so anyway, what my point is that there are people that do have that tenacity to continue going, but I think that if you don't have that, eventually you will lose interest and you will fall off. Like, there's a lot of streamers that have totally fallen off entirely because they just simply don't care anymore. However, it's okay to fall off if you're doing it on purpose. Like, there's a lot of streamers that have soft retired, and I think that's totally fine. It's good. But I think there's other streamers that have just seen a decline and they've lost motivation and they just don't really care. So yeah, falling off doesn't mean it doesn't matter if you have enough to retire. It's executed really cool. I don't think there are a lot of people like that. A lot of people are saying, oh, this person's going to quit. Like, I don't think many of them are going to. Like, a lot of them are not because they have nothing better. You have nothing better to do. You're going to keep streaming. Shut up, idiot. You have nothing else you want to do. PewDiePie isn't a streamer, but he soft retired. Yeah, he did. He soft retired, started a family, lived in Japan, lives in Japan, and he basically won the internet, right? And so, like, I feel like that's definitely the good ending for a lot of people. So, yeah. And I would say so. Johnny Somali retired. Well, yeah, he's going to retire probably for a few years, right? And so, I do think your type of content's the ages, right? People watching too. And that was the thing for me. It was like I realized that making videos. I think I might have already seen this, but if I haven't, then I'll look at it. Tenacity or desperation? Oh, this is... Oh, no. There actually is more of this. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Let's see it.
Shocked or whatever. I never made a comment saying he shocked or whatever.
This is what makes this conversation so funny to me, is that even if you assume that to be true, people that think that he shocked the dog are just going to say that he changed the color. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, that's why, for example, I really recommend a lot of people to just simply not engage with this type of drama. This is the abyss, okay? It is the abyss. Like, that song Crash Out about how I hate everybody, I hate socialism, I hate America, I hate people, I hate liberals, I hate fucking, democracy, everything. Like, if you haven't had one of those crash outs yet, you shouldn't even get in there. You should not have, yeah, who's being honest once gets differently. But that's the way it is, though. And everybody in the chat is mad. Everybody is mad. Here we go again. W Boss Call, Lamau. You're still stepping in it, man. See, cracked XQC. Hi, Twitter. Oh, God. Hi, LSF. Oh, brother, why? And this is one of his first supporters, one of his mods. Tim knows. He has, yeah, God. Oh, no.
And the tape was,
yeah, don't walk it back, bitch. This man, Fearbuck incoming. Please just stop. You're so dumb. You're taking it back. This is just the pancake flip.
After it did have tape, and the tape was, I think it was covering or had his phone number on it or some shit.
Yeah,
that's what the tape was. I think it was like covering a written. And I saw pictures on my mother's life. I saw a picture of it. Perhaps he went out and bought one. Perhaps he went out and bought one.
Of course.
And this was a ruse to fool me. Perhaps. Stop farming it. I'm not farming it, but like.
Oh my God. You just do not get involved in this shit. Like you just do not need to get involved in this shit. Like you did not have to do it. Oh man. Man, this is crazy, isn't it? Look at Triangie's comment. What did he say? You're gonna get yelled at again. Brother, it's removable.
I genuinely saw it. So it's like, am I supposed to sit here and not say I saw it? Because I saw this after I did the stream. Should I lie? Should I lie and say I didn't? I don't love this shit, bro. I'm just genuinely sitting here as a human. I saw it with my own eyes. And I went on live saying that it was a shot caller. So now I'm saying I saw it with my own eyes.
Here's my best advice. Just stop talking about it. Just be like, hey, listen, guys. It's not my fucking dog. All right. Moving on. That's it. It's not my dog. I didn't do this. I don't have anything to fucking do with this. That's it. Like, and I've said before, in many cases, and this is the reason why he never gets into, do you see the reason why Ludwig never gets involved in drama? It's because whenever you get involved in this shit, you always lose. You always lose every single time. That's it. Why does he keep asking for more rope? I don't know. At this point, it might as well just be BDSM. So yeah, not my dog, not my fight. Let's move on. Yes, exactly. And there is saying Cutie was lying about it being a shot caller. Well, no, it's like none of this, like, and nobody is approaching this with any degree. Like, do you remember the day that this happened? The day all of this stuff came out. And I said, when Hassan goes live, everybody is going to say when he shows the collar, and they're going to say he changed it or he swapped it or something like that happened, because people had already anchored their opinion that he zapped the dog. They already knew that. So how could you convince somebody that something that they know didn't happen? That's it. And I said, and at the day it happened, I was like, well, I feel kind of bad for him because he's in this situation. And I still have the same opinion. I still have said this whole time. Here is the new saying. Yes, exactly. Instead of not my circus, not my monkeys. Yeah, it's not my dog. And so, look, Mr. Asma, it's either continue making reports about topics or shut up. You're exactly as trustworthy as every person with some clout or political power, not at all. You should never trust me. You never should trust me. You should trust yourself. You should listen to what other people are saying and then critically think for yourself. If you are listening to what a person on the internet is saying and you're saying, oh my God, please tell me what my opinion for the next thing should be, you have lost it. You're gone. You're cooked, man. And so stop doing that in general. It's not good. And you can listen to what people are saying, but at the end of the day, you've got to make these decisions for yourself, okay? So anyway, I think I feel bad for Ludwig. I do, because it's like you try to always play the neutral guy. You try not to take sides. You chose one of the worst things to take a side on, and you had people like it again, dude. He's just it's. Let me read some of the comments on this one, okay? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I'll read a few comments. I'll look at this, okay? Hassan must have shown me a book. This is just weird. This is the song. Definitely hide the zombie bite. And this is the problem, right? Is that now, like, I'm honestly impressed by Ludwig. He's managed to do every single thing wrong. This is no, it's actually impressive. It's bad. Oh my God, the zombie bite is funny though. It is. It's funny. It's funny. Tired of Hassan Piker fans calling him racist, misogynistic, MAGA supporter. Exactly. Yes, and that's what they do. They bully people into submission. They bully people into submission by lying about them and misrepresenting them in the worst way possible. And that's all there is to it. Because and again, I think that more people should talk about this and say how bad it is. Absolutely. He broke the code with 95% streamers VOD. Well, the thing is that I actually even told them, I was like, bro, have I ever heard anything? Like, you're so right on this, right? I even messaged him about that. I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I wish more people had this outlook because it's just healthy. And so, yeah, playing it careful ended up bringing up the worst outcome. My outlook is, aren't you becoming kind of a loser if you submit to them? I don't think that he cares. I don't think he cares. Like, it's not being right or wrong according to a group of radical people on the internet isn't the way that he measures the value of his own life, right? I mean, like, let's be honest here. And I don't think that's the way anybody should. It's unhealthy. So, yeah, do you think Hassan fans could have brigaded his advertisers, calling him a Nazi, things like that? He got the call from sponsors. Well, if he did, this isn't going to change anything. Because once you, and this is the funny thing about this, is that the bridge is burnt, the boats are burnt, there's no going back. These people from now on will always call you a Nazi. They will always say that you're a traitor. They will never trust you again. They will constantly defame you. They will lie about you, and they will enjoy it. You've already lost. That's it. There's no going back. The boats are burned. I said this with Theo Vaughn. I said it with Joe Rogan. I'm saying it with Ludwig. How do you counter that? You exist in a world that it's not influenced by people like that. These are people that they only matter to the extent that you think they matter. The moment that you ignore them, they go away. It doesn't matter. They can cry and bitch and have Twitter threads that are really popular, and it doesn't make a difference. It's not going to affect anything. That's it. Just ignore it? Yeah. Nothing would happen if Q didn't suffer drama. I don't know. The issue here is contradicting QD, which is more familiar with Hassan and Kaya. That's why he angered both sides. Hassan fans hate him, and Hassan haters think he's on Hassan's side. Yeah, Rogan doesn't care. He isn't trying to influence anyone. Rogan endorsed Donald Trump as a president. If you're endorsing a presidential candidate, you're trying to influence people. Like, why would you want to say that? Like, I like Joe Rogan, but let's be honest here. And so it seemed like the Spanish fine developing Jellywig is that, yeah, everybody is just, bro. Man. Man. Oh, jeez. We all know this take. Yeah, Stranger, BTS, yeah. It's just that I cannot with it. Yeah, they will never forgive you. You have already lost. It's over. It is over. It's done. They've already decided they hate you. You're never going to get it back. sure some people are getting pissed off for no reason, obviously. You gonna play ball pit? Yeah, I said I'm gonna play a little bit more of that. Of course I will. Why wouldn't I? And let's see if I can find the rest of this. But I don't know if there's anything else we get between. But when Trump kills Maduro, that's probably just gonna cause more problems in general. But yeah, there it is. Did Rogan endorse Trump? Yeah, he did. Like, he just did. It's that simple. So yeah, I think if there's any note about this, without expertise, looking funny, having to do it, definitely an autistic athlete. See, you can never make peace with people like this. You're never going to get them to come to the table to be reasonable. You're never going to get them to see your point of view. You're never going to be able to have a conversation with this person and have them agree with you on anything. These are mentally ill retards on the internet that shouldn't be taken seriously by anyone. And to the extent that you try to listen to them and not just make fun of them collectively, you lose. And every single person that I watch fall from their places, I smile the entire way down. I love watching it happen. I love watching it happen. Because people think that they can maintain the approval of the most mentally ill, deranged, loser group of people on the internet. And as soon as they eventually say something wrong, they eat you alive. And you know what? You should have never done it. You should have never tried to pretend to be a person that you're not. You should have never tried to end up and act like you're not this individual. You should have never done it. More content is fun too. That's another video for me. Every bad thing like this that happens, it's just another video. And I think that again, guys. And if there is a creator out there, you know, I've had creators ask me like, hey, would you mind not covering this drama? Like, you know, I'm already getting like heat for it. And honestly, like I've been like, yeah, I'll talk about it, not a lot, right? Sure, I've done this to people before. Ludwig is not one of those people, by the way. But just in general. And wait, really? Yeah, of course. Of course. And yeah, sure. Pirate? No, I never talked before about that. Thor, I think he didn't like that I made a joke about him DDoSing something, and I apologized to him for that on stream. But that was just because, like, it could have been miscommunication. I like to respect so that was it. No, nothing pirate at all. So, you'll never this, so I can become biased and completely bad. I mean, I don't really, to me, all I care about is doing what I want. Is I just do whatever the fuck I want. I live the way I want. I don't apologize for it. I don't care about other people's opinions. I mean, to the extent I do, right? I do care. This is again another person saying, the South is your psychopath. You know, again, funerals aren't for a dead person, but for the living. Your long-term girlfriend's co-host, you console her, you're a moron. It's just, again, like, you can never make peace with these people. You can never reason with them. You can never make them understand. They will always attack you, and they are losers. Never do it. You care about Pirate's Offer's opinion? Yeah, because I respect him and like him. Yeah. Of course. I don't have a problem with apologizing to people if I intentionally or unintentionally do something that would bother them. You think I'm gonna just like switch up on him now that it's not popular to like him? What kind of loser does that? No, I liked him then, I like him now. I don't care if he cheated an animal well or not. I think he's made a number of good videos. I don't have to agree with everything he says to like him. I think he's been a really good. I've talked to him privately, it's been totally fine. I don't give a fuck about that shit. So yeah. And so, like, yeah, and I've done that a number of times, right? Yeah, like I'm massively successful. I'm extremely rich. You know, like I already have a pretty gray reputation. It's not like like I have to like pretend to be somebody I'm not. There are no strings controlling me. I can just do whatever I want, and I can say whatever I want. And so, like, why would I not do that? Why would I change my opinion on something because everybody else thinks something? Like, truth is not a consensus. Everybody can think something, and it can still be wrong. What about nothing Ross in this case? Yeah, I disagree with that. I didn't like that he did that. I thought he misrepresented it. Yeah. I just maybe this is like an autism thing for me, but like I view people not as an entity, but as a collection of things. And whenever I have something that I like about a person, I'm able to compartmentalize that and not let the other things that I don't like about them affect the things that I do. That's just how I am. I gotta play this game. I've been waiting to play this game all day. Like, that's why I like, bro, like, it's been 5 hours. I've been wasting 5 fucking shit. Okay, give me a minute. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this one, okay? All right. Come on, build it. There you go, build it again. Okay, that's not so bad, right? And I got my castle, they gain more strength. Okay, great. Build, let's see, are we gonna build anything else? No, we're not gonna build anything else. I probably should build something else, but I'm not really ready for it. Let's see. Warfare, I have this stat bonuses, max health, I have athletic. Yeah, I guess it is a tank, right? And the rest of these I'm not gonna build. Housing, villa, I think I already have that, right? Oh, I don't have the villa. Okay, let me actually build the villa then. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it right there. All right, good. This is a $15 game. That's correct. All right. It's time. So should I play I don't really like this new character that much. Is he good? Like, should I try and pop off with this guy? Best character, by the way. All right, well, we'll see what happens, right? I'll try it out. Okay. So I need to beat it with another character anyway, right? So I might as well try and beat it with the new character. All right, let's do it. Normal, fast. Oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, let me do this. Let's go. It's time to win. They all have synergies? Okay. Yep. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. So I gotta be moving around that way. Okay, I can see how. Okay, I kind of get how it's supposed to fit together. Maybe not. Like I don't know. It's a little bit awkward. Bust him up. Yeah. I'm trying. I gotta get a new level. Honestly, I'm getting kind of overwhelmed right now because he's only level 1. This is my first run with him ever. Okay, continue. All right, we're gonna get freeze ball, an upgrade. Let's get earthquake. I think we get earthquake. Yeah, let's get earthquake right now, just for some AOE. So these balls automatically, so they go through everything. Oh, we're doing big damage now. This is good. All right, let's pick all these up. All right, another ball, big ball. Okay, hitting enemies in the front. I feel like they're not going to bounce around a lot because they immediately come back to me at the end. So I'm going to re-roll. Do we just go with the spiky boy? Like, one? All right, let's get it. I mean, I guess I need to get my balls. I need to get my balls up anyway, right? So it's just a smart idea. Okay, kill these guys. There it is. See if I can get one more level. Did I take damage there? No, I didn't. I thought I did for a second. I'm gonna try and make sure I get this next level before I pick this up. Okay, there it is. All right, and I'm gonna hit. Oh, this is gonna be big dick. This is big dick. I'm hitting this ghost right now. Okay, we gonna fizz? Let's fizz. Fizz. Ooh, we fizzed them up. Because the thing is that, like, they immediately come back, right? So it's just like, that's just what makes sense. Okay, let me go ahead and get him in there. There it is, right? Big dick damage, huge dick damage. There it is. Make sure I kill this thing too. All right. Make sure I pick up all my balls. I mean, it's the big balls, big balls, big balls. Okay, and we're gonna go with level 3, maybe. Crit chance and 20% hitting enemies in the front. I think we're just gonna get like Earthquake Ball. Let's just get Earthquake Ball. Okay. I'm really thinking about picking this one up. Let me pick it up right now. Okay, we'll fizz this one right here. Wow. Okay, so now everything's level 3 already. Holy shit. Okay, so now we just need to get the passives. And then we're going to be cooking. Okay, and we need balls deal more damage, movement speed, crit chance hitting enemies in front. I feel like just the balls doing more damage is pretty obvious, right? Yeah, let's just go with number 1. I'm feeling like, yeah, pretty simple, right? Especially if they do more damage, remember they're coming back. That could be a multiplier, right? So it seems like a pretty obvious decision there. Make sure and try and get this behind him. See, I'm trying to learn how to get good at the game, right? Like right now, I think I'm doing okay, but I feel like I could do a lot better too. Like I'm gonna improve as a player and just get better over time. Let me go ahead. Actually, let me make sure I get this. Okay. Crit chance hitting enemies in the back. I think we just go Warhorn again. Let's just do Warhorn again. It's an easy decision, right? Ovulation. I'm thinking about maybe we go with this. Because we want to have that ghost ball, right? How do we feel about this? The ghost with the laser? Well, we can't get that yet. 2 is better. Earth and ice. All right. You know what? I will. Everybody says I'll wait with the ghost and the laser. Y'all really think I should do that? I'm gonna hit the laser next. Glacier. Okay, that's good, right? Oh, wait, what the fuck? Wait, oh shit, I can see him. Damn, what the? I've never even seen this before. Okay, let's pick these up. And we need to get the lasers, too. Lasers are huge. Okay. I can't quite get to this guy yet. Okay, there we are. Now we're cooking him. There it is. There it is. There it is. He's really not dying very fast. It's kind of upsetting. I think we're going to kill him. It should be fine, right? I mean, like, it's going to take a while for him to get there anyway. Okay, it pushed him back a little bit. All right, let me see if I can get another bonus. Wind ball. Should I re-roll for a laser? I'm gonna re-roll for a laser. I'm gonna re-roll again. Fire rate. Let's just go fire rate. Easy. Easy decision. Super easy decision. Literally, always a good decision. Bro, why is he not dead? Okay, finally, he's dead. All right, good. All right. And, okay, so we need Dark Ball. I'm thinking we go Dark Ball. How are we feeling about Dark Ball? Dark Ball? All right, let's get Dark Ball. Okay, and I'm going to level up. No, I'm going to get Glacier again. Okay. And I'm going to... I can fuse Bleed and Ghost. I think I should Fission. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Yeah, let's go with that. That's actually, wow, what the fuck? I got every single one. Oh, damn, okay, that's really good. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Okay, all right, we're good. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, let me get one more level. And I'm definitely pick that up. Okay, this is my level 3 right here. Level 3 ball. And then I hit this right here. Evolution. Dark and Ghost or Dark and Blue? What are we thinking? I'm thinking Dark and Ghost, right? Yeah, let's hit it. Now, what does this even do? First enemies. Oh, that's good for single target. That's crazy. So that basically just like, bro, that puts them on notice. Well, that's really good. Pure damage, yeah. And you see like all the, and it dots all of them up too. God damn. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go. I don't like these icebergs, by the way. I think they're garbage. Like, really, I think they just suck dick. Okay, let's do, I'm thinking about Wind Ball. I feel like Wind Ball kind of sucks dick, right? Like, let's not go with that. Let's go with the Phantom. Yeah, I feel like we go with this, right? I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, I mean, that's my main ability, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? Okay, I gotta pick this up now. Fusion. I feel like we get it. I feel like I kind of wasted this, right? Because like, yeah, that's good, but like, it's nothing crazy. Like, it could have been a lot better. Because now I'm starting to realize like they only have 3 levels, right? For example, like I didn't realize that yesterday. So like as I'm getting more good and more better, I'm starting to understand the stakes I've been making, right? And so like as long as I can get to the boss, that's what matters, right? I get to the boss, I beat the game. Like I can beat any boss. I just beat him. It's easy. Okay. Do Ghost or Ethereal Pop? Ethereal Pop or Ghost? Two for sure. All right, let's get it. I've never done this before. I've never done this. Damn, it's actually... I don't know if this is good or not. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Like, is this even good? Like, okay, I'm gonna get. I confuse Phantom with Glacier. Like, that could be big dick. I don't even know what this does. What the fuck? I have to aim at the walls? Okay. Dude, I'm so nervous. I don't think I can beat this guy. Like. Okay. I guess I'm gonna get this, right? It's just like the damage, I feel like it's just really, like it's okay, but it's not like, it's really just not there, you know? This guy gonna hit me. He gonna hit me. Yep. This is bad. Use the walls? Okay. I'm using the walls. Like, he's not even damaged yet. That's what I'm worried about. Okay, we're gonna do, we'll do Dark Ball. Let's do Dark Ball again. I don't know if that's the right option or not, but I think it is. Like, I'm just not. Okay, let's do another Dark Ball again. Wait, he's dead? What? Should I reroll? I'm gonna reroll for the laser. I think I'll reroll for the laser. Wait, I'll wait. Three all day? You guys really want three? Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I think this is such a bad decision, but I'm gonna let you guys do this. Y'all trying to get me killed, but it's okay. Just the way it is. Okay. We'll fizz this one up. Okay, that's really good. Now I've got everything maxed out. I just need one more second left. Golden Bowl? I think Tornado, right? Yeah, let's go with that. I mean, I feel like that's the best option. Because I don't need to heal, right? I mean, healing's it's for losers. Okay. Which one? Which one? I think we go Dark and Wind. How do we feel about Dark Wind? Don't do it, it'll be useless. No, Dark, yeah, we're gonna do Dark Tornado. Wait, this is actually gonna be a Dark Tornado? What? That looks like it sucks. Wait, is that good? I don't know, guys. I feel like maybe that sucks. It's a dot build? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Well, maybe I can I'll get another ball. I gotta get my ball level up. Okay, there it is. Get them hoes, bro. There it is. There it is. There it is. We get the lasers. We get the lasers. We get them lasers, bro. Like, that's how I play the game. Lasers are my life. I'm gonna try and get one more level before I hit that. I might not be able to. Oh man, I really want to get it, but I'm gonna have to. I'm so close, but I can't. So close, but yet so far. Okay, at least I got one more laser, right? It's fine. That's life. Just should get my laser leveled up again, too. Maybe I should do this. Like, I feel like maybe I should just do this because, like, I'm about to fight the boss anyway, right? I did it. I did it. I did it. It's too late. Okay. Yeah, these things are dying fast. So I guess like the meta for this is to bounce it back and forth like this. That's what it's got to be. And so then I can just chase on these guys and then just kill them through this. That's what it has to be. Like, yeah. I'm feeling it now. Hopefully I get that noxious level 3. That's what I really need. I need one more level for that. Okay. There it is. I knew I'd get it. See, I knew I'd get it. It's easy. Easiest game of my life. Okay, now we fight the boss. Let's do it. I feel like we kind of cooked, honestly. This one did really well. I'm gonna do this no hit. I'm not even gonna take damage. Okay. I feel like right now I should go with this instead of the laser. Oh, Ho's mad. Can't do shit. Wait, am I just shooting through her wall? Wait. I'm just killing her. Well, that was fucking easy. Whoa! Wow! Oh! Do I just play this guy again? I feel like I'm gonna have to play this guy again. I feel like that's a good one, right? Like get them rocks, Yo, let's get them rocks. Each harvest, yeah. I don't know like if this is a good upgrade or not. Like that was, bro. We cooked the fuck out of them there. God damn. God damn, bro. Like, oh. The luminous desert. So let's see what else I need to build here. Gathering. I'll make a farm. No. Just a minute. All right, I'm at 300. I'm at 300 IQ. I'm at 300 this. Build. Farm. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange. This is some Age of Empires shit. And then I'm gonna go and fucking build. And I'm gonna build. Huge. Okay, big wheat. This is a big wheat situation. Okay, and then forest. I will put another forest in here. All right, good. and then we build again, and we have Warfare, Endurance. Okay, I don't need that right now. Housing. Okay, I can't buy that. All right. So if I need big wheat, I should just do it, right? I just harvest. I'm gonna just harvest right now. Wait, no, I can buy it. Wait, I can buy it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's okay. I bought it. We're good. Okay, so I have all the houses, and I don't need any of this. This shit's stupid. So, assign a character here to harvest up to 1 wheat every 6 minutes. Okay. How do I assign? Merge, expand, rearrange, play, options. Oh, it ain't built yet. Oh, it won't be built yet. Okay, I know that. Okay, and then for the forest, should I upgrade the forest? I probably, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the forest once. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it right now. And I can't double yet. All right, let's do it. Okay, so now I need to do, and I'm gonna stick with this guy again. I am. I'm gonna stick with him again. The Luminous Desert. Let's do this. Easiest game of my life. Why they do lasers? They're moving around and shit?
This guys, I don't know about this. Like, I don't like.
Big dick. Oh, we're there. Oh, we're all. Oh, yeah. Oh, laser. Oh, we're gonna laser the shit out of them. Yeah, you see that? That's how winners play the game. That's how winners play the game right there. You see that? What? Damn, there are a lot of this, huh? Man, I really don't like these lasers. Shit makes me mad. Okay, we're gonna do ghosts as well. Let's just get another laser. Hit it. Boop. Bop. That's not so good, but it's fine. It's life. I feel like I'm already doing really well. Yeah, I think I actually might be the best player at this game. Maybe. Probably. I don't like the lasers they shoot at me. Okay, I think we do the egg sack. How are we feeling about egg sacks? What do you guys think about that? You guys really think I'd go ghost again? Go 3? Alright, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, because I wasn't sure, like... Yeah, there's a lot of lasers now. At least now the ghost is going to do more damage, right? Yeah, I'm almost getting hit by that. This shit's actually getting kind of hard. Oh, that's a sand pit. that's life, right? Okay, ethereal hope. That's what helped me out a lot in the last game, so we're gonna do that again. Bro, they're actually getting destroyed. Look at these fat losers dying. Wow. I really am the best. Look at this. This is me. I think dark ball. Let's go dark ball. Yeah, let's go dark ball. Then I'm not gonna get into level, so I'm not gonna pick this up now. Ice. This is really hard. Y'all are really saying ice laser is good. A phase ray? No, I'm not about that. What I want to combine, this is my dream. What's this? This is it. Wait, what? Wait, so it just freezes Wait, that's OP. What the fuck? Oh my god. Look at this fat ugly bitch dying. Look at this. Watch me. They try to get me, they can't. Yeah, he's so dead. He's so dead. Because then, especially if I stand behind him, I feel like actually maybe he does have a lot of health. Okay, give me a minute. I feel like we go with one. Like we blow him up. I feel very good about the AoE. Because I feel like my single target is going to be fine. Like I feel like I have like a hidden single target advantage that people don't know. Especially whenever I start getting the poison too. See, he did. That was what we do. Let's get dark ball again. I want dark balls. Let's try to pick up these again. Okay, lightning and fire. I could also re-roll. I feel like re-roll. I'm feeling like okay. I think we go Ghost Ball again, right? How are we feeling about Ghost Ball? Actually, we could do the Iron Ball. All right. Ghost is better? Okay. All right. That's fine. I'll go with it. Yeah, let's go with Ghost. No. You're right. Let's do it. See it damage? 666. Okay, fission. Well, I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to see if we can get some big upgrades here. Okay, that's not so great, but it's alright. No? Too bad. It already happened. Oh, we're gonna long dick the ghost ball. We evolution. Fan. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's over. It's actually done. It's actually just done. It's literally just done. Like, I already won. I just beat the game. You see, because each attack, there are two sets. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Man, there's a lot of this, huh? We're gonna do, I really don't know, like, I think I probably should just get this because it's the best one, right? Just so I can lock this in. Yeah, let me just lock this in right now. Okay, should I pick this up now or not? Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up now. Please give me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my game. Holy shit, this is my game. I got 2 5s. Are you kidding me? How is this even happening to me? This is insane. I'm gonna try and pick this one up here. There we go. All right, and we're gonna go, I'm thinking about poison. I think we go poison. How are we feeling about poison? Let's get it. Because also now we're poisoning everything too. And you can see these retarded owls are just getting destroyed.